So with that in mind, who actually beats him? Because let's be honest, Fury got beat twice. Second time especially was comfortable. Dubois, who everyone thought was gonna somehow do. This is the thing with the Dubois fight, right? Everyone was saying, oh, he fought Baby Miller, fought AJ, fought Hrgovic, beat all three of them. Bang, he's got momentum or whatever. But you have to look at those three fights. You can't just see the resume. You have to watch the fights and see that those guys that Dubois beat, cool, good fighters. No disrespect, but they're all plodders, especially Hrgovic and Baby Miller. Plodders. You can hit them. They're not the hardest to hit like what Usyk is. AJ, I'm convinced that fight was a humiliation ritual. I'm convinced he was fighting like that because he sold his soul and he's going to make a comeback now and start one-banging everyone. Because the way this guy fought was like he had about 2 brain cells in his brain the whole entire fight. Because the way he fought was actually novice level, hands down, chin in the air, begging to get clipped, which is obviously what ended up happening. But the thing is, even though I'm saying, okay, Dubois, he didn't fight anyone like Usyk, the game plan that Dubois tried to employ is the right game plan to fight Usyk with, because you're not going to outpoint him at all. Over a 12-round fight, he will put rounds in the bag comfortably and he'll outpoint you easily. So the plan that Dubois tried to go in with was the right plan. But Usyk is just on such a higher level as a boxer that he just couldn't, he couldn't, you know, initiate the plan properly. You see in the first round, Dubois trying to walk him down, use that jab Dubois got a really good jab, trying to use that jab against Usyk, trying to get into range. Usyk, what does he do? First 15 seconds, bang, stiff jab, took away Dubois' confidence. You can see the body language after that. Dubois, he respects Usyk a lot more than he did for any of his 3 previous opponents, especially AJ. Like, Dubois went in there with no respect for AJ because AJ didn't gain that respect. Usyk gained that respect from a stiff jab in the first 15 seconds. And that was the thing with Usyk as well, which adds on to my point earlier about him being more of a heavyweight, is his defense. His defense is so incredibly sound. You will think a punch hits him and bang, he just catches it on the glove. Even when a punch lands on him, he's riding with the shot. He's moving in the direction of the shot. Do you know what I mean? So the full impact is never fully realized. Genuinely, the only time I can really think, or the most recent time I can think of Usyk getting hurt, or not hurt, clipped clean, was the uppercut against Fury in the 6th round of their first fight. That's how sound this guy's defense is as a heavyweight, that I'm having to actively recall times where this guy was hit clean in the heavyweight division. So with that in mind, who really beats this guy in history? You know, Ali, maybe. Joe Frazier, maybe. George Foreman, maybe. Mike Tyson, maybe. Obviously, I'm not really qualified to talk about a lot of these guys. I really wasn't there to watch them.